Okay, good morning, friends. Today I am starting revision videos. I will be sharing revision videos of concrete technology because you already know we have completed the entire portion of the concrete technology. So let me remind you the syllabus of the concrete technology. First module will be about ingredients of concrete. Second module will be about fresh concrete and its properties and other things, testing and other things. Third will be about hardened concrete, again property testing and other things. Fourth module will be totally dedicated to the concrete mix design, and the fifth module is all about special concrete. So using the classroom lectures, that is college classrooms, as well as some of the internet-based Zoom classrooms, we have already completed these portions. So after the lockdown period is over, there will be 2 to 3 weeks of time will be is available. So still you have we can revise it there also. And if you have any doubts, so I will clarify in the classrooms. But now from today, what I am planning is I am planning to release videos from module one to module five, bit by bit, like 30 to 40 minute session from module starting from module 1, so that you can again understand the concept thoroughly, so and which may clear all the doubts. So even if you have not attended the classroom or even Zoom classroom also, if you have not attended, so everything will be clear here. So today I am taking a session on ingredients of concrete, that is the module 1. So as you all know, the ingredients that goes into concrete are: first one is cement, second one is the fine aggregate, that is we call it as sand, third one is coarse aggregate, and if required we may use some admixtures. So then water, of course, that is also one of the ingredients. So we are talking all these things in coming modules. So cement is the most important thing. So today I am going to start a module on a discussion on cement. So as you already know, cement is the most important and most popular binding material to prepare concrete in the construction industry. So nothing has replaced it till today cement. There were modifications in the cement, there were additions in the cement, there were derivatives of the cement, but as such, cement has not been replaced by any other binding material. Therefore, we need to discuss, we need to thoroughly understand what exactly cement is. So, how that binding property comes to cement, what are the raw material that goes into the manufacturing of cement, what are the properties we can expect from a good cement, what are the strength we expect from the good cement, so how we can test the cement. So all these things we are going to study in the next coming classes. So let me start with the definition of the cement. Cement is an excellent binding material used in the construction industries today. In the primitive days, mud was used as the binding material, and mud mortar were used for construction. Next, lime was being used with lime mortar as binding material. After that, after the invention of the cement, all major civil engineering works are being done using cement as the binding material, and today it is the most widely and popularly used binding material. So first, earlier mud was used, that is mud mortar was used, and mud concrete were used as the binding material, as the construction material. Then lime came into existence. So lime also has cementitious property. So lime mortar and lime concrete were used. Then when the cement is invented, so we are started to use cement. Now, normally cement comes in finely grounded powder, which is gray in color. Cement will be gray in color. And when it is mixed with water, it forms a paste that is called as a cement paste. So it is gray, finely ground gray powder. When it is mixed with water, it forms a cement paste. And this cement paste, as the time goes, it will become stiff. It will be earlier in plastic state, then it will become stiff, then it will become what you call it as solid, and then it gets hardens. Hardening means what you call gaining of the strength. So first paste form ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಿಫನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾರ್ಡನಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಲು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Hardening is nothing but gaining of strength of the concrete, which may take 6 months, 1 year, or something like that. So we'll discuss it in the later stages. So cement comes in two forms: natural cement and artificial cement. Let us not bother about the artificial cement. So some cementitious material like pozzolana, fly ash, they can also be used as a cement. So so that we will discuss in short this thing. Now, okay. So we are discussing, okay, natural cement we are not discussing. Artificial cement we are discussing. Actually, natural cement is not there for your portion. Actually, natural cement was brown in color. It was called as Roman cement. So Roman cement, it was made from, it was extracted from the earth as a natural material. So let us not bother about that. We are talking about the artificial cement what we are using today. Artificial cement normally known as Portland cement. Artificial cement normally known as Portland cement. Natural cement was known as Roman cement. So it was naturally obtained from some ground extract. Let us not bother about that. So artificial cement is known as Portland cement because it was first manufactured in a place called Portland in England, or in UK, you can say, because raw material were abundantly available there, and one engineer scientist found these lime manufacturing process of the lime material. He formulated the manufacturing process of the cement using these raw material. So first cement manufacturing was done in Portland, therefore we call it as a Portland cement. So the basic ingredients of cement or raw material what we use in cement are known as argillaceous material. So calcareous material and siliceous material. Argillaceous material can were represented by alumina. It is nothing but clay. Siliceous material is represented by silica, which is nothing but sand, and calcareous material, which is nothing but calcium, which is represented by lime. So argillaceous material, which is represent alumina, limestone is also a form of alumina. So both these limestone and clay are crushed and grinded and burnt at a very high temperature to manufacture a grayish powder called ordinary Portland cement. So all these argillaceous material, calcareous material, and siliceous materials are finely crushed and grinded and burnt at a very high temperature to manufacture a grayish powder called as ordinary Portland cement. Okay, we'll see the manufacturing later. Now, highlight of the manufacturing process. Some of the highlights of the Indian cement industry. So there will be energy consumption. There will be need for environmental protection because carbon footprint will be there. Then manpower productivity low. Okay, these are not required actually. So then there is a difference between natural cement and artificial cement that is not there for you. So difference between cement and lime, that is also not there for you. So what is there for you is the ingredients what you need to use in the cement manufacturing. So see here, ingredients. Lime is the major ingredient. It is represented as CaO, that is calcium oxide, 62%. or will be there. Then silica is the other material, SiO2, silicon dioxide, something like that. 22% will be there. Alumina, it is the least quantity, Al2O3 you can say. So 5% will be there. So range also he has given. So percentage and percentage range also he has given. Then there will be other ingredients also, like small quantities, like calcium sulfide, iron oxide, magnesium oxide, sulfur, alkalis, etc. So totally there are 9 ingredients that goes into the cement. So major ingredient are 3 ingredients. So apart from that, minor ingredient are 5 ingredients. So 9 ingredients goes into cement. Now coming to the properties of the cement, before going to the manufacturing of cement, it is an excellent binding material which can be used in any type of civil engineering construction work. Excellent binding material, most popular binding material. It gives strength to the masonry. It gives strength to the concrete. It binds the fine aggregate and fine aggregate and coarse aggregate to form a solid mass with high density. So it gives strength to the concrete also. It is easily workable, can be mixed, handled, carried and placed easily. It offers good resistance to moisture. It possesses good plasticity. It stiffens or hardens very fast. So these are the properties of the cement. We have already discussed all these things. So I will be sharing these notes today evening itself. So let us move on to some of the properties of the ingredient. Lime, CaO, important ingredient of cement. Its percentage should be carefully maintained. CaO percentage should be carefully maintained and monitored. So ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆನೂ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. The lime in excess quantity makes the cement unsound and causes cement to expand. So lime in excess quantity, especially if the uncombined lime, will result into unsoundness of cement. That is, cement become unsound and it may expand after hardening, and there will be disintegration or cracking of the hardened concrete or hardened mortar. So therefore, lime should be taken in required percentage only, carefully maintained and monitored percentage only. Silica. This is also an important ingredient of cement, which imparts strength to the cement due to the formation of dicalcium and tricalcium silicate. So earlier, silica or sand was considered as inert material, that is filler material. Later, it was found that silica also contribute to the strength of the cement, because it forms something called dicalcium silicate and tricalcium silicate. So those will be formed by silica, so which contribute to the strength of the cement. So therefore, strength of the cement increases by these calcium, dicalcium and tricalcium silicate. Also, they affect the setting time of the cement. We will see it later. Next ingredient is alumina. This ingredient gives quick setting property to the cement. It acts as a flux to lower the clinking temperature. Quick setting property it will give alumina. So then calcium sulfate, CaSO4, that is a minor ingredient. So this ingredient in the form of gypsum, and its function is to increase the initial setting time of the cement. CaSO4 is used as the gypsum. Its trade name is gypsum. So it will increase the initial setting time of the cement. Then iron oxide is used, imparts color and hardness and strength to the cement. Color, hardness and strength to the cement, iron oxide. Then magnesia. So this ingredient, if present in small quantity, impart hardness, color to the cement, but excess quantity it makes the cement unsound. Next, alkalis. Okay, sulfur is over. Alkalis, Most of the alkalis present in the raw materials will be carried away by the flue gases during the heating in the manufacturing process of the cement. Hence, cement should contain very small quantity of alkalis. They should not be in excess quantity. If they are in excess quantity, it result into alkali aggregate reaction, which is detrimental to the health of the concrete structure. So therefore, these are all can be called as the ingredient of the concrete. Major ingredient lime, silica, and alumina, and other minor ingredients are iron oxide, magnesium oxide, sulfur, alkalis, as well as calcium sulfate, which is called as the gypsum. So every ingredient has some contribution to the cement as well as gaining of strength of the cement mortar and concrete. So they should be used in optimum recommended percentage. So the table you have seen, so those are the recommended percentage. In that percentage only they have to be used in proportion. Otherwise, so the cement will become unsound. Now, harmful, there are some harmful constituents are also there. So they are alkali oxides, K2O and Na2O, and magnesium oxide, that is MgO. So these things should be avoided as far as possible. So if the amount of alkali oxide exceeds 1%, it leads to failure of concrete made from that cement. So alkali oxide 1% ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬಾರದು. So otherwise it will result into failure of the concrete. Similarly, if the concrete has magnesium oxide more than 5%, magnesium oxide more than 5%, it causes cracks after mortar or hardened concrete. Therefore, this should be limited to only 5%. So, alkali oxide should be limited to only 1%, and magnesium oxide should be limited to only 5%. More use of them will result into failure of the cement concrete or cracks in the cement concrete. That you should know. Now, there is something called setting action of the cement. I have already explained. Setting is nothing but when you add water to the cement, first paste will be formed. That paste will be in the plastic state. Then it becomes stiffened state, enters the stiffened state. Then it will enter the solid state. So this process of transformation of the cement and water, cement paste into stiffening and solid state, so is called as setting action of the cement. Then hardening of the cement will start. So hardening is nothing but gaining of strength of the cement. So that can also be called as setting. So setting involves plastic cement entering into stiffening, then entering into solid state, then started gaining strength in the form of hardening. So that is total called as setting action. When water is added to cement, various constituents of the cement act chemically with the water. Various constituents form various chemical compounds. The formation of these chemical compounds is not simultaneous, but the setting action of the cement continues for a long time. So, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ chemical ingredients, that those raw materials will act with the water to form some chemical compounds. So they can be called as complex chemical compounds. So because of which, so the cement gets the property of the stiffening, solidifying, and hardening. Now, what are the chemical compounds that are formed during the process of setting? So these chemical compounds are formed due to some chemical reaction which is known as hydration. So setting of the cement or setting of the concrete is due to a process called as hydration. Hydration is a process of setting of the concrete and stiffening of the concrete or hardening of the concrete or solidifying of the concrete because of the formation of some of the complex chemical compounds. So what are those complex chemical compounds? Those complex chemical compounds are known as Box compounds. We have already discussed it, Box compounds. So those Box compounds are tricalcium aluminate. So that is mentioned as 3CaO Al2O3 tricalcium aluminate. So this compound is formed within 24 hours after adding the water to cement. 24 hours nalle form agutte water hakid takshana. Second, tetracalcium aluminoferrite, that is 4CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3. Tetracalcium aluminoferrite. Then tricalcium silicate, 3CaO SiO2. So then dicalcium silicate, 2CaO SiO2. So tricalcium silicate is formed within a week after adding the water. Tetracalcium silicate is formed within 24 hours. Tricalcium silicate also formed within 24 hours. Then last dicalcium silicate is formed very slowly. Dicalcium silicate is formed very slowly, and hence it is responsible for giving progressive strength to the cement. What is progressive strength? We will be looking in the. So these are the chemical formulas. So to make it simple, you can use C3S for tricalcium silicate, C2S for dicalcium silicate, dicalcium silicate. Then Al2O3, Fe2O3 for okay, aluminoferrite is not there. Tetracalcium aluminoferrite, Fe2O3, we can use it. So C2S, C3S, CaO, 3CaO, and Fe2O3. So these are the abbreviations you can remember. I have already given it in notes. So in the form of notes in the classroom. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆಗದೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಸಿಲಿಕೇಟ್, ಸೊ C2S, tricalcium silicate, C3S, tetracalcium aluminoferrite. You can just CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3, that is formula ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ. So CaO Fe2O3, you can remember it like that. Then tricalcium aluminate, CaO Al2O3, we can remember like that. Okay, he has given here C3A tricalcium aluminate, C2S dicalcium sulfate, C3S tricalcium sulfate, C4AF, so tetracalcium aluminoferrite. So all these things it has been given. Now when added water is added, so some complex chemical compounds which we know as the Box compounds will be released because of a chemical process known as hydration. So next going for, so these details are not required actually. So manufacturing of cement. Okay, actually this is a diploma note. Since it is elaborate, I have taken this diploma note so that you can get more elaborate points here. I will share it here. So manufacturing of cement will go for next in this. Okay. So manufacturing of cement. So now we have understood what are the raw material that goes into cement, manufacturing of cement. So those raw materials are algeraceous material like alumina, which can be limestone or clay, calcareous material, that is calcium, which is nothing but lime, siliceous material like silica. So all these goes into lime, major components of the raw material. Apart from that, there are minor components like CaOH2, calcium hydroxide, which is in the form of gypsum. Then there will be iron oxide, there will be magnesium oxide, there will be calcium sulfate, then there will be alkalis, Na2O, Na2O3, something like that. Then we have also seen some of the harmful ingredients. So all those things in certain percentages. So major will be silica, then comes the calcium, then comes the alumina, then other ingredients with required percentage we have to use. ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೂ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ will not be good, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದರೂ cement quality will not be good. So using all these ingredients we can manufacture cement. So we can manufacture cement. Once we manufacture it, manufacturing process we are discussing now. Once we manufacture it, it becomes a fine gray powder. So that gray powder can be called as cement. Now we have also discussed about the setting of the cement. Setting is the gradual gaining of the strength of the cement. It is the gradual gaining of the strength of the cement paste. Once the water is added to cement, it will be first become paste, which is in plastic state, then it stiffens, then it hardens, then it solidifies, then it hardens, then it started gaining the strength gradually. The whole process can be called as the what we call setting of cement. Setting of cement goes on months together. So there will be initial setting time ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಅದು already ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Final setting time ಅಂತಿದೆ, already ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. We'll discuss it again. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. So right now, what are the things that happen during the process of hydration? Hydration is the process, a chemical process due to which this setting happens. And during the process of hydration, several complex chemical compounds like C3S, C2S, tricalcium silicate, tricalcium aluminate, tetracalcium aluminoferrite. So all these four compounds, which are known as Box compounds, were released. So because of the release of these Box compounds, the cement paste gains the strength. Now coming to manufacturing of cement. So as there are two processes that we can use in the manufacturing of cement in the cement factory. One is called dry process, another is called as the wet process. So in the examination you will be asked to explain the either dry process or a wet process with flow diagram. This is the flow diagram. So ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ he may not mention which process you need to write. In that case, whichever easier for you, you can either write wet process or dry process. If he mentions, then you have to write about that process. Now, first I will go for wet process, because wet process is the most important process. I will go for the manufacturing through wet process. So in wet process, this is the flow diagram. We can show it will show the flow of the processes. Calcareous material, that is limestone, argillaceous material, that is clay, will be taken separately. Then this is crushed separately, limestone. Clay is first washed first. Clay is washed. It is here. It is crushed. Then it will be taken to storage box called as silos. It is also taken to storage box called as basins. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ basin act as a storage box, ಇಲ್ಲಿ silos act as a storage box. Then they will be sent to a common channel, through common channel into grinding mill. So where they are grinded into powder. Then water will be added during the grinding. So it forms a slurry. So there will be formation of slurry since the water is added. So then this slurry will be sent to correction basin, where the proportion of the raw materials will be corrected. Then it will be sent to storage tanks. This will be the flow diagram of wet process. Okay. From storage tank it will be sent to rotary kiln. So in rotary kiln there will be formation of clinkers. So these clinkers will be cooled down next. So the cooled clinkers will be added with some percentage, small percentage of gypsum. With this gypsum, they will be grinded into fine powder in a tube mills. Then they will be sent into silos, and then they are weighed into and packed into 50 kg bags. That is called cement bags. So this is cement actually. Storage silos in Bharatala, it is cement. Then they will send for distribution. So all these are the steps of the flow diagram, wet process, flow diagram of the wet process. So calcareous materials are taken separately, argillaceous materials are taken separately. Calcareous materials are crushed, argillaceous materials are washed. Then this crushed limestone is sent to storage in silos. Washed clay is taken into storage basin. Then through a common channel, they will be sent to grinding mill where water is added and they will be grinded so to form a slurry. Then this slurry will be sent to correction basin where their proportions will be corrected. Then they will be sent to storage tanks. From storage tank they will send to rotary kiln. So in rotary kiln they will be heated to very high temperature of 1400 degrees centigrade. We will see it later. So to form clinkers. So clinkers will be then cooled. Cold clinkers will then be added to it gypsum, small amount of gypsum to delay the setting time. So these gypsum then will be grinded into fine powder using tube mills. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ cement in the form of fine gray powder will be formed that will be stored in the silos and weighed and packaged in the 50 kg pack ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ pack ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Then will be sent to distribution channel. This is the wet process of manufacturing. So ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಡ್ರೈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ calcareous material, argillaceous material are taken separately. Limestone is crushed, clay is crushed. Both are crushed here. Illi washing ittu, adar badli both are crushed. Then fine grinding in ball mills and tube mills. Here also fine grinding in ball mills and tube mills. Then they will be sent to storage tanks separately. Here storage tanks, here also storage tanks separately. Then they will be through a common channel. They will be mixed in correct proportions in a separate basin or separate mixing tank. Then they will be sent stored as a raw mix. Then they will be sent to rotary kiln. They will be sent to rotary kiln. Once they are sent to rotary kiln, again the process is same. Rotary kiln in the high temperature ನಲ್ಲಿ heat ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ clinker form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then it has to be cooled. Then gypsum has to be added. Then it has to be fine grinded into gray powder, which is called as cement. Then it can be stored in silos. Then it can be sent to weighing and packing unit where they are weighed. 50 kg bags will be packed and then sent to distribution. So like this. So 1400 to 1500 degrees centigrade ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So then it will form the cement. This is the brief explanation of the formation of manufacturing of the cement. Okay, folks, we will stop it here today's session. Tomorrow I will continue a little bit of manufacturing of cement also. Then I will explain to you the working of the rotary kiln. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು. Rotary kiln working ಆದಮೇಲೆ manufacturing process ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. Then we will go for properties of the cement. There are many properties of the then we will go for the testing of the cement. So goodbye. I will share the video today in the WhatsApp group.